Recent public appearances by Mr. Trump have raised questions about his cognitive state. For instance, author Stephen King shared a post on social media describing Trump as appearing sick and tired, referencing a video clip from an interview. In the clip, Trump discusses the Epstein files and related matters, but his delivery includes disjointed transitions and repetitions. In support of keeping it totally open, I couldn't care less. You got a lot of people that could be mentioned in those files that don't deserve to be people, cause he knew everybody in Palm Beach. So, we had the greatest 6 months, 7 months in the history of the presidency, and they don't know what to do. So they keep bringing up that stuff, but it affected them. The Bill Clinton was on his plane and went to the island supposedly 28 times. I don't want to bring that up, frankly. You have Larry, whatever his name is, Summers, the head of Harvard, who was Jeffrey Epstein's best friend. Nobody ever talks about that. But I don't want to hurt Larry Summers, but he was best friends with Jeffrey Epstein. No, this is a Democratic hoax to try and get this excerpt, lasting just a few seconds, has prompted scrutiny of Trump's focus and coherence. These observations align with discussions in the 2017 book, The Dangerous Case of Donald Trump, a 320-page compilation of essays by psychiatrists, psychologists, and other mental health professionals. The book argues that Trump's mental health presents potential risks to national stability, and it has regained attention amid recent events. In a related interview, psychiatrist Bandy X. Lee, a contributor to the book, elaborated on these concerns. Well, we've been warning since the very beginning that if Donald Trump were not properly intervened with, his psychological dangers will then translate into social, cultural, geopolitical, and civic dangers. And that's exactly what has happened. I've started to call it the Trump contagion so that people can recognize what the source of this is and what the solution would be. This is not normal for the culture. Certainly accepting it as normal, framing it as normal, or simply a different political stance or everyday ideological discourse, which is of course what the Trump camp wants, but that's not reality. The reality is that there is a distinction between healthy ideology and thoughts that might be espoused because of mental disorder or defect, and because of pathology. And those are the kinds that we need to be alert about, because they can quickly bring a society down a death spiral. Dr. Lee's comments emphasize the need to differentiate between political differences and potential pathological influences. Physical health concerns, shifting to physical health, public footage and social media posts have highlighted visible issues. In one clip, Trump comments on his physical condition. No, I may put on shorts. I'm extremely good in shorts here. While his lower body is not visible, attention has turned to his hands. Journalist Aaron Rupar noted in a post that Trump appears to deliberately conceal the back of his right hand during an interview. The relevant clip shows Trump discussing renovations at his property. Your project to make it, it'll be great. It'll be fantastic. You see the way this is looking. Look nice. I can't tell you how much that gold costs a lot of money. There's nothing like gold and there's nothing like solid gold. But this beautiful office needed it. It had to be representative. When we took it over, it was dirty, not clean. I immediately changed the chair and had this beautiful desk renovated, brought out by the White House. People that do this, they did a great job to send it out. We have a craftsman who's great. A social media account, Call to Activism, shared an analysis from a home health physical therapist with a doctorate who suggested that Trump may be exhibiting signs of congestive heart failure. The professional pointed to bruising on Trump's hand, potentially from IV diuretics such as spironolactone, Lasix, or Boomex, as well as swelling in his feet and ankles. The post also noted Trump's recent on-camera positioning behind a desk, which could obscure lower body swelling, and referenced his criticism of media outlets like MSNBC for commenting on his ankles. Additional factors mentioned include possible chronic kidney disease and acute kidney injury risks from medications. The therapist estimated a prognosis of 6 to 8 months without lifestyle changes, though this remains speculative. Trump's press secretary, Caroline Leavitt, addressed the hand injury by attributing it to vigorous handshaking, a explanation that has been met with skepticism given the context. Broader implications. Trump's public image has long emphasized vitality and strength, which contrasts with these emerging concerns. Supporters and associated media outlets have been accused of downplaying incidents such as apparent fatigue during events. This situation raises questions about transparency and political leadership. For the Republican Party and the MAGA movement, Trump's health could pose significant challenges. Should he become incapacitated, it might create a leadership vacuum, with figures like J.D. Vance or Ron DeSantis potentially stepping in, though their ability to unify the base remains uncertain. Conspiracy theories, such as claims of external interference, could further complicate matters.
In comparison, former President Joe Biden's own health scrutiny during his tenure highlights how such issues transcend party lines, often eliciting mixed reactions from the public. What are your thoughts on these developments? Feel free to share predictions or insights in the comments below as we continue monitoring this topic.